Sophia and welcome back for another video. So today we are going to be reviewing Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. We are also unboxing it because I just got it in the mail today. I finished this book on Friday, but I wasn't able to do the video till I got the book, so it's here, I'm filming it, and we're gonna unbox it, and I'm gonna talk about it, and it's gonna be great. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, I just hit myself in the face with that. Good going, Sophia. Okay, so we have our box, and look how glorious! It's so pretty! Okay, I really like how different it is, so it just stands out as the last one, and also 7's the perfect number because 7. But look how beautiful! Okay, and we got Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, and we have the sword, and the signature, and look how gorgeous! Okay, I really want to know who did this because this is gorgeous, and can I follow them on Tumblr? Oh, we also get pages from Sarah's notebook about her thoughts and ideas while writing the book, and that is so friggin' cool. Also, how is her writing this pretty? I can't do that. Ah! So beautiful! And we have the Bible pages. Can you see through them? Yeah, you sort of can, even with this. You can see the words on the other side, the light hits it. And it is 984 pages, and it was glorious. Okay, so now that we've got the unboxing done, I am going to do a spoiler edition for those spoilery, non-spoilery people who haven't yet finished this. It's like a tome, and it's huge. Who haven't yet finished it, and then I'm going to move on to the spoilery edition, which I will share all of my feels and the many times I cried. I was listening to this during audiobook because I have I also bought that, and I have homework, so I'll just listen to it while I do my math homework and my chem homework, and it's great. And I remember listening to it and just the tears streaming down my face, and I walk into the kitchen and my grandparents are like, Sophia, are you okay? Because I don't typically cry unless it's over a book, but I typically read in my room, so most people don't see me walking around sobbing, and so I'm walking around the kitchen sobbing. I'm just no, my book. So, yeah, tears, you will find tears. It's fantastic. It is the 7th book in the Throne of Glass series, which started with Throne of Glass and had a prequel, The Assassin's Blade. Honestly, I don't know how much I can tell you if you haven't read the rest of the series, but do so because it's fantastic. Some of you may have some reservations because of the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. I know there's apparently been some issues with that, but this is fantastic, so you need to read it anyways. And yeah, so Throne of Glass, if you didn't know, and I don't know why you wouldn't know, because why are you watching this if you haven't even read the first book? Anyways, Throne of Glass, this one, this beautiful, oh, interesting. The covers feel different. I like this cover better. It's and the words, the words on all of these covers are outside of the cover, they stick out a little bit, and they don't do it on this one. That is interesting. Apparently, they had to do the Bible pages and make it shorter because the glue they bought to hold the pages together wasn't strong enough to hold the original amount of pages, which is wonderful. I mean, it sucks, but the fact that there's so many pages that the glue can barely hold them together is absolutely fantastic. So they feel different. I like the feel of this better, but whatever. Throne of Glass starts out with this assassin Selena, and she is taken from these mining camps in Tovier, where she's a slave, to compete in this competition to be the king's hand, and to do all his dirty work for him. and she gets her freedom if she accomplishes this, yada yada yada. It is fantastic. I recommend. But like, if you don't love this and you want to give up on this, just like trust me, when you get to Heir of Fire, when you get to this beautiful book, it gets so much better. So much better. So much better. So highly recommend. If you don't like it, just stick through to Heir of Fire because it's fantastic and it will change your mind. So, for those who have read up to Tower of Dawn, I was going to say Empire of Storms, but we got that kale fit. Still not happy about the kale because we had to wait 2 years instead of 1. 2 years. Okay, but it's here, it's here, it's here. I can't keep saying enough. It is absolutely fantastic. Empire of Storms, this is more to do with Empire of Storms than Tower of Dawn, because you don't get to like anything relating to Tower of Dawn till like a third through the book. And then you get like some Tower of Dawn and it's like really useful to have read Tower of Dawn. But Rowan is trying to find Aline. I'm going to just, oh, by the way, I'm gonna like refer to Aelin and Aileen interchangeably because like I've listened to the audiobook, but also when I first read it, I pronounced it as Aline, not Aelin, so be forewarned. And also, Yrene for Tower of Dawn, Kale's wife, I realized that her name is technically pronounced Irene, but I've been pronouncing it Yrene, so I'm sorry. So, Rowan and Aline and Lorcan and Gabriel, they are going on a mission to find, I almost said Feyre, to find Aileen and rescue her from Maeve, and we get these scenes where she's being like tortured by Karen, and I mean like the tears that like streamed out of my eyes upon reading the scenes with Karen torturing her, or Maeve torturing her, and like Fenris just like having to be there because he's blood sworn to Maeve because he was being stupid. Okay, so we have them trying to find Aileen. Meanwhile, Kale and Yrene and Sartak and Nesrin and the crew are coming to help Aelin. Everybody thinks Lysandra is Aelin, and Aiden is not Aiden. I pronounce it Aiden. I don't know if that's correct. And Aiden is ignoring Lysandra, which is like breaking my heart. So there's a summary for you. If you haven't picked it up yet, go pick up this book. It's fantastic. Finish it, come back, and we will talk about the rest of the book. Okay, bye! Okay, peoples, time for the spoilerly edition, and I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm really excited. So many feels with this. I realize like I'm shouting, but like I'm the only person at home right now, so it's all good. So this was fantastic. I've already said that I like sobbed, like that battle scene when Gabriel died, when like Aiden finally like admitted that he wanted Gabriel to be there, and then Gabriel was there and he decided to die to save everyone. When his stupid bravery, noble, it was super cool though. When we found that the healers could not only just get the Valg out of hosts, but like could actually like destroy them, and that there used to be executioners in the Valg world, and that she like just like completely like unraveled everything that Erewhon was. And like I really loved how Aelin, we have her as this force. She's not even like human, she's just like a force of nature, more than she is human in these books. And I really liked how when she and Dorian went to seal the lock, and thank God they didn't have to die because I would have screamed. When she and Dorian went to seal the lock, well, one, it was super cool like how they split it, and like I wasn't like, I have mixed feelings regarding like Dorian's father having a redemption arc because it's Dorian's father, and like I get it, but like still, I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of like may have wanted him to like stay a horrible person, and yeah, because I don't, no! My baby's fine. She's fine. Anyways, I'm like okay with it. Not like super happy about it, but okay with Dorian's father having a redemption arc, because like Aelin got to live. And like I really appreciated the fact that the gods, they like killed Elena anyways because they're awful. And for them to be like, okay, yes, we'll accept that, it was just too easy. So it was like really well done. Oh, when she was going through the locks and oh my god, let me find the quote. She had sealed the lock and she was going through the worlds trying to find her way back, and she goes to this one and she passed through a world of snow-capped mountains under shining stars. The night court passed over one of those mountains where a winged male stood beside a heavily pregnant female gazing at those very stars. Feyre and freaking Rysand, and like she like has some Akafas in there because like Feyre is like pregnant, and it is so freaking cute. And how like Rysand like threw out of his power, and like possibly if Rysand hadn't helped her, she never would have made it back to Rowan. So like Rysand just has like a higher place in my heart because he helped Aline get back to Rowan, and I love him. I also like appreciated how Aline's like sarcasm came back. I mean, this is such like a dark setting and they're like on the brink of the war, and I really appreciated how this war lasted many months. It was relatively short for a war because Erewhon hadn't gotten his full like stuff up and running, which was good because you can like then understand that the war isn't like years and years and years. While in this series they had like a 50-year pre-war and then like a 3-day war, and it was just really disappointing. So I really appreciated how in this one she made it like more realistic, and like there wasn't, it just seemed more realistic that it was like multiple months instead of like 3 days and 3 battles. So continuing, I love like Aiden and Lysandra are like absolutely adorable, and like I totally supported Lysandra like shunning Aiden when he like threw her out into the snow. So he like totally deserved that until like the end, and I was like totally like shipping them and like, you're about to die, get yourselves together and like do stuff, and just you're about to die, just stop being mean to each other. So they got together and it was glorious, and it was glorious, and it was glorious, and like Dorian and Manon, and like I don't really like ship them like as like a long-term relationship, because like Manon's a crocking queen who is immortal and Dorian is a mortal king, and I don't see how that's gonna work out with her being immortal. And I don't know if witches can give up their immortality like the Fae. If they can, and if she chooses to, which I would doubt, then it might work out, but like other than that, I mean, like honestly, they should probably just be like friends with benefits. Alright, I got a little bit off track. I was talking about the lock and how she gave up all her powers except like the tiniest a bit, and then I got like sidetracked by like Rysand, because like who doesn't get sidetracked by Rysand? I really appreciated how like Aileen came back and she only had, it wasn't this unending like thing of like power. She's just like has the normal power of a normal person, and I really like the message that sent, that you don't have to be like this uber power super special person to make a difference, and you could just be a normal person, and I like really like that, and it was like really awesome. And I love how like she was like finally able to rely on the people around her, on Yrene and on Rowan when she tried to defeat Maeve, and she couldn't do it by herself, but she was like, yes, I recognize that I can't do it, but I have Rowan, so I'm able to do it. And they did the Karanan and the mating thingy with their hands, and it was cool, and I don't know why I'm dancing, so I'm going to stop now. Going back to my notes, or like my highlights basically, because like I'm reading, I don't have time to take notes. Oh, okay, the interactions between Kale's father and Aileen, and I just love how like she's like constantly like kissing him off because like he deserves someone to stand up to him. So he goes, this is my keep, and Aileen's just like gaping at the walls and the ceiling and the floors just, and then she goes, is it really? And I found like the sarcasm great, and like again I just love the humor in like the darkness of the book, and like the humor and the darkness combined just make it like so friggin' good. Continuing, we have a lot of stuff to get through. We are on a tight schedule. Okay, you know what just like broke my heart? In the beginning, I'm doing this completely out of order. I probably should have planned this, but like whatever. Okay, so Rowan is having these dreams about Aelin and like their future family, and she has this one where like he sees like their future children, and it was like absolutely adorable, and it was so freaking cute, and it was like really sad because like Aileen's currently being tortured by Karen and Maeve, and I want to die, but it was really cute. It was really cute, and it was adorable, and like I feel like that's like the same thing as like the bone carver was, and this one. But it was really cute, and I really appreciated that, and thank you, Sarah. Couple more things before I wrap this up. So Aline keeps repeating to herself again and again as she's being tortured by Karen, and then again as she is facing Maeve. Once upon a time, in a land long since burned to ash, there lived a young princess who loved her kingdom. ... And I mean, like, my heart, like, every time I read this, my heart just broke, and it's just like the hopelessness of every single like time, and she like realizes that she's like just done and like is ready to like die and be like okay, like the tears, like that was like I could tell you certainly that was one of the reasons why the tears just so tears streamed when Gabrielle died, when Fenris was dying, also Murtaugh, guys. Oh my god, when the 13, oh gosh, the tears. When the 13 flew into the witch tower and did the yielding, and like they all like died, and I mean, like that was the worst. That was the full on tears. So that like killed me inside, and like I could feel my soul breaking. But they broke the curse, and okay, but like honestly, how did Manon's like parents expect her to break the curse by herself when it took all of them, all of the 13 to break the curse by doing that? How I'm a little bit confused with that, but like the book is like so good anyways. But she broke the curse, and she's like the Kraken Queen, and like that is so cool, by the way, like. And like her like rematch with her grandmother, and how Manon's grandmother turned and ran, and thank you very much. Really appreciate that. We needed that after their last match. We needed that rematch, and it was awesome. So some final things, Elide and Lorcan, totally ship them, because now we're talking about ships. We have reached that point. This is the last one. It is a necessary thing. I mean, it's necessary in everyone, but like especially in this one, Elide and freaking Lorcan, and like how during that battle, and I love how like they're able, like on a different note, Aiden and Lysandra, they fight like multiple battles without Elide, and I love how like she is like they're able to like be victorious even without her, which shows that they're capable by themselves, which is like, I appreciate it because it's like not all like resting on like one person, and it was good. But that battle with Aileen, and how she took Maeve's death blow and like used it to stop the mountain, a mountain's worth of friggin' water, and she just like vaporized it, and so freaking cool. But like before that, when like Lorcan was like dying, and Elide like realized it and raced after him, and like and Lorcan like finally happened in Kingdom of Ash, and it took forever, but it like finally happened, and it was glorious, and it was fantastic, and I loved it, and can't change my mind, sorry, not happening. I've already talked about Aiden and Sandra, Aline and Rowan, obviously, duh. Kale and Irene, still not a fan of Kale, but he's okay, because like I really still can't really forgive him for what he said to Aline in Queen of Shadows. To wrap this all up, I loved this book. It was the perfect finale. It was excellent. It was like so much better than the ACOTAR series finale. I appreciated it so much, and I like the thickness. Oh, I love it. You definitely needed those 984 pages. Like, I love how the last one was nearly 1,000 pages. It's so freaking cool. We needed those 984 pages to like wrap up the whole series, and to not give it like, to tie up all the loose ends. And Evangeline is just like the cutest. It was fantastic. I, again, appreciate so much the inclusion of like the dark elements of the books, like adds it depth, but also like the light humor that like you can like be able to laugh. I loved it, and I loved it, and I loved it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, because obviously I certainly did. Totally worth picking this up and reading it. Thank you for watching. My name is Sophia. Feel free to like this video, check that little subscribe box and click that little bell notification thingy if you want to know when I post new videos, which is super helpful for you because like I'm not posting them like consistent like Tuesday or whatever, although like this will be probably like be posted on a Tuesday or maybe a Wednesday, we'll see. And yeah, bye!